Our story begins in the bustling suburbs of Tokyo, Japan, long before Pokémon captivated the world. The streets were alive with the energy of young dreamers, each with their own aspirations and passions. Among them were two boys whose paths would intertwine in a way that would forever change the landscape of gaming. It was here, in the quiet prefecture of Machida, that two young boys named Satoshi Tajiri and Ken Sugimori would forge a friendship that would change gaming history. Their bond was not just a simple childhood friendship, it was a meeting of minds that shared a deep passion for creativity and exploration. I was a self-proclaimed insect collector, spending my childhood exploring nature, fascinated by the creatures I found. The intricate details of each insect, their behaviors and their habitats captivated me. This fascination with the natural world would later become a cornerstone of my creative endeavors. Meanwhile, I found solace in the world of manga and anime, my artistic talents blossoming at a young age. The vibrant characters and fantastical worlds of these mediums inspired me to create my own art, and I spent countless hours honing my skills, dreaming of one day bringing my own characters to life. Despite our differing interests, Satoshi and I found common ground in our shared love of video games. We would spend hours discussing our favorite games, analyzing their mechanics, and dreaming up our own game ideas. This shared passion became the foundation of our friendship and our future endeavors. The arrival of arcade games in Japan, with classics like Space Invaders and Donkey Kong, ignited a passion within us. These games were more than just entertainment. They were a new form of art and storytelling. We were captivated by the challenge and the creativity they represented. We spent countless hours at the local arcade, our competitive spirits fueling our desire to master each game. The thrill of achieving high scores and the camaraderie of the arcade community only deepened our love for gaming. It was a place where we could escape, compete, and dream. But it wasn't just playing games that captivated us. It was the desire to understand how they worked, to unravel the mysteries behind the pixels. We wanted to know what made these games tick, what algorithms and designs lay beneath the surface. This curiosity drove us to learn more about game development. Driven by this shared curiosity, we began to explore the world of game design. We would spend hours reading books, magazines, and any material we could find on the subject. We were determined to understand the principles of game design and to create something of our own. We devoured any information we could find on the subject, teaching ourselves the basics of programming and game mechanics. We experimented with different coding languages and game engines, learning through trial and error. Each small success fueled our determination to create something truly unique. Our passion project soon took shape, a homemade arcade cabinet built from spare parts. This was no small feat. It required ingenuity, patience, and a lot of late nights. But seeing our creation come to life was incredibly rewarding and solidified our commitment to game development. This makeshift creation, cobbled together with youthful enthusiasm, became a testament to our burgeoning talent and unwavering determination. It was a physical manifestation of our dreams and a stepping stone to greater things. We knew we were on the right path. It was during this formative period that I began self-publishing a gaming fanzine called Game Freak. This publication was a labor of love, filled with game reviews, tips, and original artwork. It was our way of sharing our passion with the world and connecting with other like-minded individuals.
This hand-drawn publication, filled with game reviews, tips, and original artwork, quickly gained a cult following among local gamers. It was a platform for us to express our ideas and to engage with a community that shared our love for gaming. The positive feedback we received was incredibly encouraging. Little did they know that this humble fanzine, a testament to their shared love of gaming, would lay the foundation for one of the most successful game development studios in history. The skills we honed, the connections we made, and the passion we shared during these early years were the building blocks of our future success. Our journey was just beginning, and the best was yet to come.
As Game Freak, the fanzine gained popularity, I realized we had stumbled upon something special. It was more than just a collection of articles and reviews. It was a beacon for a community that was passionate about video games. The fanzine became a platform where gamers could share their thoughts, ideas, and love for the medium. It was a place where creativity and enthusiasm thrived. What began as a hobby had transformed into a thriving community of like-minded individuals, all drawn together by their shared love of video games. We hosted events, discussions, and meetups where gamers could connect and bond over their favorite titles. The energy was palpable, and it was clear that we had tapped into something much larger than ourselves. Seeing the potential to turn our passion into a profession, Satoshi and I made the bold decision to officially establish Game Freak as a company. It was a daunting step, but we were driven by our love for games and our desire to create something meaningful. We knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but we were ready to face it head-on. It was April 26, 1989, when Game Freak transitioned from a hand-drawn fanzine to a fully fledged game development studio. The excitement was overwhelming, and we celebrated this milestone with our small but dedicated team. We were no longer just fans, we were creators, ready to leave our mark on the gaming industry.
With Satoshi at the helm as CEO and Ken as the artistic lead, the company was ready to make its mark on the gaming world. Satoshi's vision and leadership, combined with Ken's artistic talent, formed the backbone of our fledgling studio. Together, they inspired the team to push the boundaries of what was possible in game design. Their early days were marked by long hours, limited resources, and the constant pressure to prove themselves in a highly competitive industry. The team often worked late into the night, fueled by their passion and determination. Every challenge they faced was a learning experience, and each small victory brought them closer to their dreams.
Their first official game, Quinty, known as Mendel Palace in the West, was released in 1989 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. This was a significant achievement for the team, as it marked their entry into the world of game development. The game was a testament to their hard work and creativity. This colorful puzzle game, while not a commercial blockbuster, showcased Game Freak's potential and their knack for innovative game mechanics. The game featured unique gameplay elements that set it apart from other titles of the time. It was a clear indication that Game Freak was a studio to watch, with fresh ideas and a unique approach to game design.
Quinty's release marked an important milestone for the fledgling company, proving that they had what it took to develop and release a complete game. The team celebrated this achievement, knowing that it was just the beginning of their journey. They had shown the world that they were capable of creating something special, and this fueled their ambition to reach even greater heights. Despite their early success, the team at Game Freak faced numerous challenges. The path to success was fraught with obstacles, and the team had to navigate the complexities of the gaming industry. They encountered technical difficulties, creative differences, and the ever-present pressure to deliver high-quality games. The world of game development was a cutthroat business, and securing publishing deals proved difficult for a small, unknown studio. They had to prove their worth to potential partners and investors, often facing rejection and skepticism. But each setback only strengthened their resolve to succeed.
Resources were tight, and the team often worked long hours, fueled by instant noodles and the dream of creating something truly special. They made the most of their limited resources, finding creative solutions to problems and supporting each other through the tough times. The camaraderie and shared vision of the team were the driving forces behind their perseverance. They brainstormed ideas, sketched out concepts, and poured their hearts into every project. It was this unwavering dedication that would eventually lead them to create some of the most beloved games in history.
The early 1990s were a period of intense learning and growth for Game Freak. This was a time when the video game industry was rapidly evolving, and Game Freak had to adapt quickly to keep up with the changes. The team was small but passionate, driven by a love for gaming and a desire to create something unique. The company, still in its infancy, faced constant challenges, from tight deadlines to limited budgets. They often had to work long hours, sacrificing personal time to meet the demands of the industry. The pressure was immense, but it also fostered a sense of camaraderie and determination among the team members. Yet through each hurdle, their determination never wavered. They believed in their vision and were willing to put in the hard work to make it a reality. This period was crucial in shaping the studio's work ethic and approach to game development.
They continued to hone their skills, releasing a string of titles for various platforms including the NES, Game Boy, and Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES. Each new project was a learning experience, helping them to refine their techniques and better understand the capabilities of different gaming systems. Games like Yoshi, developed alongside Nintendo, and Smartball, known as Jerry Boy in Japan, showcased Game Freak's versatility and their ability to work within the constraints of different hardware limitations. These titles, while not massive hits, were important stepping stones in the studio's journey.
While none of these early titles achieved mainstream success, They were instrumental in solidifying Game Freak's reputation as a talented and reliable development studio. They built a foundation of trust and respect within the industry, which would prove invaluable in the years to come.
During this period, my fascination with my childhood hobby, insect collecting, began to resurface. I remembered the joy and excitement of discovering new insects and imagined how this could translate into a video game. The idea was simple yet compelling, a game where players could experience the thrill of collecting and battling creatures. I envisioned a game where players could capture, train, and battle creatures, much like I had collected insects as a child. This concept was unique and had the potential to stand out in the crowded market of video games. It was a risky idea, but one that I believed in deeply. This idea, initially dismissed by some, would go on to become the seed from which Pokémon would blossom. It was a concept that required a lot of faith and perseverance, but the potential rewards were immense. The journey from idea to reality was long and fraught with challenges. The development of Pokémon, however, was far from easy. The team had to overcome numerous obstacles, from technical limitations to creative differences. Each step forward was hard-won, and there were times when it seemed like the project might never be completed. The team faced skepticism from publishers who doubted the appeal of a monster-collecting RPG. Many in the industry were unsure if players would be interested in such a niche concept. This doubt added to the pressure, but it also fueled the team's determination to prove the naysayers wrong.
Resources were stretched thin, and the development cycle dragged on for 6 grueling years. The team had to be resourceful, finding creative solutions to problems and making the most of what they had. It was a test of their skills and their commitment to the project. Yet, despite the challenges, Satoshi and his team persevered, their belief in the project never wavering. They were driven by a shared vision and a passion for creating something truly special. This unwavering dedication would eventually pay off, leading to the creation of one of the most beloved franchises in gaming history.